Hola, hola.
Want
It's
our things on?
middle of the night. What, baby?
These?
No.
No?
Oh, if you want to, we just gotta be cautious with them.
Right.
I
Gotta be
know
cautious.
it's a late night, early morning.
Caution.
What is that called?
Whoop.
It's a late night, early nighttime. You guys, we just have been doing like a little bit of house cleaning and doing laundry and hanging out,
Can you
and
hear us on the phone?
I'm gonna find out. So we figured, you know what? Joe said, "Hey, what do you think about making some caramel corn?" And I said, "Who am I to say no?
Caramel corn.
Who am I to say
3 a.m.
no?
caramel corn.
I don't mind." Just kidding. Hey guys, Penny, how are you? Joe's cooking tonight. It's caramel corn. Well, what happened was I was telling him about how much I missed Michigan and like fall, and I missed caramel apples and caramel. Like, remember we used to have caramel corn and caramel apples, and Joe goes, "You want some caramel corn?" And I'm like, "Really?" And he goes, "I'm going to make caramel corn." I'm like, "I'm not gonna say no. I love me some caramel corn." And it'll be an upload for tomorrow for whoever missed the live. But anyways, Joe's making the caramel corn.
All right.
I love caramel corn, Penny. Penny caramel corn is my favorite. I try not to love it so much, but I love caramel corn. Okay, go.
All right. Ready?
Wow, what is all that brown? Oh, that's corn syrup.
Yeah. Here we go. This is what you need. Okay.
Get your
Here we
pluma ready.
go. All right. Need a for this size of a pot. Like I think it's like an 8-inch, 10-inch. I don't know, but I'm using 1 cup of popcorn. Okay, 1 cup of popcorn and enough oil to almost go up to halfway up the popcorn. All right.
Did I leave my pill there?
Uh,
This is how I lose my pill.
I don't know. You got pills over there?
No.
I have no idea. There's nothing over here.
My red one that I just counted out.
Nothing over here. Nada. No nada.
All right.
So, anyways, so we're gonna pop our popcorn.
Pop the popcorn.
So this is 1 cup
2.
of popcorn. But what I do first, I put 1 kernel in. All right, and then I put my oil in. I know how much oil I got to put in. You just kind of put enough to cover the bottom, kind of, just enough to cover your popcorn. It doesn't, I mean, not cover, but see how that there's a kernel in there, and it's about the oil is about halfway up that kernel, and then when I put the rest of those kernels in there, it'll be enough oil to pop what we're gonna pop. Ooh, I need a top.
A top lid?
Yep, I need a lid. Just crank this up.
Hold one moment, sir.
And then you wait for that 1 kernel to pop first, so you get your oil hot. Okay? But caramel corn is easy.
I mean,
Caramel corn is easy.
yeah, says I've tried making it. It's not easy.
It's easy. Super easy. You just gotta follow these instructions, and you can make caramel corn for cheap and easy. Super easy. We're gonna go over it. I'm gonna show you the ingredients right now. So we got the 1 kernel popcorn. Gonna pop in here. Once that pops, I'll put the rest of my kernels in, and then we'll just make popcorn like normal. And I am going to actually put some salt in my oil. Just shake it in there. No big deal. Okay, we got salt in there. We're gonna put our popcorn in there. So here's what you need. You need sauce pot, 1 stick of real butter. You can't use margarine. Do not use margarine because it comes out too liquidy, and then it just soaks instead
watery.
of watery. Instead of coating the popcorn, it soaks the popcorn. Okay, so you need butter. You got to have butter. So 1 whole stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of, you can use corn syrup, or you can use your pancake syrup. Not real maple syrup, but just your regular pancake syrup that you that they have on the real cheap stuff.
He didn't know that we didn't have corn syrup, and he looked at it and he goes, "It's okay. We can just use this."
These are mostly
like,
corn syrup,
"What?"
anyways. If you look at the,
I didn't know
label.
that.
But yeah, you just use your maple flavored pancake syrup and just do half a cup. So we got 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, half a cup of your pancake syrup, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All those go together in the pot, and we bring that to a boil. All right, and then the last thing you do after you simmer it for 5 minutes, then you add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. That's at the very end. So these two are at the very end. So our kernel has popped. Our oil is hot. We're going to add the rest of our popcorn. We'll give you a look.
You guys, I've made this before, and it does not, like, you just have to, he's like, it wasn't that easy. And I'm like, I get too excited and I lose track of what I'm doing.
Now we're just making popcorn. And then we're going to...
Do you want to tell them about the taking shortcuts and getting popcorn from a gas station?
Oh, yeah. I would make your own popcorn. Make your own popcorn, because then you know what's in it. It's just, a little bit of salt and your oil. You get it from someplace else. It could taste funny. It could be old.
Because you don't know if it's all day popcorn. You don't know if the popcorn that you got, like where we're from, they have a place called Wesco, and people would get like buckets of popcorn and they go home and eat their popcorn, or even movie theater popcorn. A lot of times they have butter on them and salt on them, and you really want just fresh, bare popcorn, because you're going to do everything to it, and you want the caramel to stick to it and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, those are all trial and errors, because we thought we'd take the easy way out. We're like, hey, and we go, let's not get any butter on our popcorn. We went to the movies, and we got home from taking our popcorn home. But when they put it in the little thing, the machine up on top, they stick oil and salt. So even though we didn't put any, when they gave it to us, it came to us in our bucket with something already on it. Can they see that? I'm so excited. I can't even wait.
There we go. Just about done. I got two bowls here. 2 big bowls. We're going to put half and half in there. Okay? Wait for this to stop popping here for a second. And just put half in this bowl, because we got so much popcorn. Half in that bowl. All right? Sometimes that happens.
You need help?
No, so it just popped on the floor. So your next step is to make sure all the little kernels, this one's got a lot of kernels in the bottom, and then we're going to separate the kernels. This is like the hardest part of the whole thing, is just getting the kernels out. So what I do is shake them so the kernels go to the bottom, and I start grabbing popcorn and just putting it in another pan for now. So this is a necessary evil, because you don't want to bite into caramel corn and have one of the hard kernels sticking to your caramel corn. So just pull it from the top, shake it out, make sure there's no kernels in there. All the kernels will usually stay on the bottom. So, and then you just sift through the last few. I knew there wasn't going to be hardly any in this one, because it was my first one dumping out of the top. So I got no kernels in that one. So we'll dump that back in here. That one's good. And then we go through this one, same way. Just shake and then just pull from the top. And just like that. So any kernels that are stuck in there will fall. And then I'll show you that you're going to have kernels left over. So, and you don't want those in your caramel corn.
Hey guys, hey Penny, hey freaking fabulous junk drawer,
Because you won't
welcome.
know you're eating it until you crunch down on it. But this is really easy. I mean, it's so simple so far. All I'm doing is taking kernels out right now. We made popcorn like you would normally make popcorn.
Aw, Penny, you're awake and alone.
We're just not putting we're not putting any butter or nothing like that on it. You know, we're just
Who uses
dry
margarine
popcorn.
anyways? Penny, we did actually. One time we tried to use margarine because it was what was in there and we were kind of craving it. So I go, well, just use the margarine. I mean, how different can it be?
It was different.
It was different.
Totally
it
different.
Soaked our popcorn. It didn't coat our popcorn. It soaked it. And the no, just no. It needs to be butter. And the kind of it's a richer flavor. Like trust me, you all know how I am about name brand money, all that stuff. If you have to buy good quality butter, buy the 2-stick one. But literally, when you stick the piece of caramel corn on your tongue, you literally taste like a butter. What's
all those teeny pieces and all those are like unpopped kernels, or they're partly popped.
Once they're coated, you're going to end up breaking your tooth.
Yeah, so just got to sift them out of there, and we're going to throw these away.
So you guys, I'm telling you, we
I know
bought
I'm
it.
talking loud. I got to stop talking loud.
We bought it, and you guys
put these back in.
The popcorn actually tasted a little. Let me just tell you this: using margarine works if you're not trying. I don't know. It doesn't even work. I can't
It don't
even
work.
say it works.
It doesn't
But
work.
using regular butter, it doesn't have to be name brand. We're using off brand because it's cheaper for us, and we don't mind. We know that it could be greater,
Popcorn.
but
Okay.
this is good enough for us. So just butter is important.
All right, now you just set these aside. Okay, we're done making the popcorn. Just set these aside. 2 bowls.
Set them aside.
Okay.
Do I have any nurses in here? Oh, never mind. I want to know what this medication is that I take.
Just gonna move this.
Hey, Melissa, welcome, love.
Because we don't need to use it
Welcome. I'm
anymore.
going to read everybody's margarine is nasty. Peanuts don't belong in it. Yeah, you guys know what? That some people, when Joe started
Cracker
making
Jack.
it, the little notes in it said you can add peanuts in it to make it like a Cracker Jack. I'm aging myself, you guys. If anybody knows what Cracker Jacks are, Bailey, out of the kitchen, young lady. Out of the kitchen.
Over
now,
here. All right.
Keep going. I know you want to stay in here, sissy.
Have 1 full stick of butter. Real butter. Those in the pan.
Butter. Up,
Okay.
up. I know you want to stay down here, honey, baby. Upstairs,
Boom.
please.
Done.
Mommy doesn't like you in the kitchen.
Turn on some heat. All right. We're going to put this on like medium.
Yes,
And then just go a
freaking
little bit
fabulous.
higher,
It tastes like
okay?
toffee corn.
Medium,
Like
then
butter
just a little bit
toffee.
higher than medium.
Yes.
Like I said, these 2 are for the end. That's baking soda and vanilla. All this stuff goes in together. The butter, salt,
I'm sorry. I love rain though.
your pancake syrup,
Cuddle in the
and
mornings.
your brown sugar. So in with the brown sugar, 1 cup, half a cup.
Ooh, air fryer. Joe,
the
have we
syrup.
ever used any kind of microwave popcorn or air popper? I
For
feel like-
this?
yeah. I think we tried it with a microwave popcorn. It didn't really work because
the texture is different. I think it collapses under the heat of the caramel a little bit. You could probably try it, but it might make your popcorn dense, and the salt goes in. Okay?
Ooh,
all that together.
Penny, I love Milk Duds. Me and Joe eat Milk Duds on a regular. We would take our road trips in the car,
You stir.
and we get our little thing of Milk Duds from Walgreens.
We're melting.
Ooh, we love it. I like my M&Ms on my
stuff.
popcorn.
And you're just going to stir this together, and you're going to keep
It
just
does
kind of
make soggy
stir it
popcorn,
until it boils. You have to stir until it boils.
honey. Our little baby,
All right.
Novi.
So now you've just added your ingredients that go all together, saving those 2 that are over here. And then once these come to a boil, we're going to set the timer for 5 minutes, and then you don't touch it at all. Okay? That's how simple this is. And then when 5 minutes passes, then you add your vanilla and your baking soda. And then you pour it over your popcorn. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. But
I mean, yeah.
You got this on medium to medium, towards medium high. And we're just going to stir. It's going to melt first, and then it'll eventually come to a boil. I'm going to start my oven for after we're done coating everything.
Yes.
Then
yes, my son's hound dog.
Put it in the oven to harden up.
That. My son has a hound dog like that, and he is the sweetest, but he just sits and stares, and he stares, and he stares.
And you put your oven at about 250. That's all you want is 250. Okay? And you're just trying to harden up the caramel, because if you don't put it in the oven, it'll just be very sticky. It'll always stay sticky. So you need to put it in the oven, and then every 7 to 10 minutes, you stir it up with a couple of spatulas.
Like folding it over.
Just fold it over, just to move it around. Then you put it back in for another 7 to 10 minutes. And you do that until about 35 minutes pass. And that is it. And then you let it cool, and you break it apart and eat. So here, come down to here. We're stirring.
It smells so good already.
Oh, I know. Smells all caramely.
It does. It does.
But
hey, Jerry Lee.
We're just going to stir, and it's starting to bubble up on the very edges. You can see starting to bubble up on the edges a little bit. I appreciate you coming in, Jerry. Okay, but we're just going to stir until it boils. Nice slow stir, and then we're just going to set the timer. And you're pretty much done. You just got 2 caramel corn. So let it kind of bubble up around the edges, and then just give it a couple of stirs. Keep it at medium to just a little towards medium high.
Uh-huh. Jerry, if I'm such a nice person here and on the other ones my comments are not very nice, would you think that maybe the person that they're talking about did something to me?
Uh-oh.
Well, let me explain something to you. I'm nice until you mess with me, my marriage, or my kids. And I only talk awful about 2 people. One that doxed my daughter.
Check it out.
And the other one
stirred until it boiled.
Told me or told people that my husband
and then we're setting the timer.
Did not like his wife. So there's your answer, Jerry.
5 minutes.
If somebody comes for your wife, Jerry, I'm going to assume you're
5 minutes.
A fake name.
All you need. Now we don't touch it. Do not touch it. Just let it sit there and boil. I'm going to turn this down.
Keep an eye on it.
To medium a little bit. Just at number 5. It goes from 0 to 10, so I got it at 5, and that's what's going on, and we're not going to touch it. Okay? Just let it go. So for 5 minutes, we are kind of done. I set up my oven to go up to about 250, and then once we coat the popcorn, we're going to put some in here, and then put it in the oven, and then every 7 to 10 minutes, we just stir it up. But I'll show you what to do.
What does the screen say? Does it say anything? Nope. Why is it buffering so bad?
I don't know. It's this one that looks fine over here.
Yeah, mine is just spinning.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Uh-oh.
It all depends on what they saw. Oh, it's not rude, Jerry. You're fine.
So I put it down to medium.
I said horrible things about that Amber chick.
To the towards the medium low side, but not too much. Just I don't want it to be at a super high boil.
People.
It's still.
I didn't say anything because I don't know her.
Okay, that's where you want it. Just move it around in there and bubbly.
Yeah,
I'm not touching it, not stirring it, not doing a thing.
It's okay. We get trolls in at night, and I think Jerry doesn't know the whole story.
So
I didn't say anything about Amber at all because I don't know her.
Be patient. 5 minutes. I got it. We're at 320. couple more minutes and we'll be there. And then we're going to take our popcorn and put it right over here. So we're ready for it when it comes out. And then you're going to help me stir, babe, because we're going to do both of them.
You got to just wait a couple minutes.
Yep. So I got my popcorn here waiting for me.
I mean, I can delete Jerry's comment, but if he wants to know why Bombshell doxed my daughter and Amber K, I didn't say anything about her other
2
than
minutes, 47
she
seconds left.
needs to maybe
Got a little bit of
stop
saltiness too. Is that
trolling
with salt in there?
the people.
What?
She needs to stop trolling the people. So maybe you didn't understand the questions, but that's not a horrible saying she's lying, Jerry. I said she's lying because she was making her story 3 different times. She changed it. So, Jerry, I called her a liar because from the sounds of it, she was lying. That's not a horrible thing, Jerry. If that's the worst that I called somebody or that you've called somebody, that's a great life. But thank you for asking, because I think it's great that you asked. I'm only not nice to 2 people.
Get over there.
One that doxed my daughter and one that said something horrible about my marriage. That's all. But thank you for asking, because I'm sure other people wonder. So I'm not going to, I mean, if you want to know, you know, now you know. But we don't ever even deal with any kind of drama stuff here. But we're on late at night right now, so that's when we get the trolls in. Oh, that would be the Georgia woman. She said that I was over Ahmad for ski because he gave me attention and my husband didn't like that his wife was fat. So, anyways, it didn't matter to me. I paid no mind to it. But if Jerry wants to come in and ask, I don't mind him asking. You don't sound rude. You sound like you're curious, Jerry. You sound like maybe you made an account and you wanted to find out some information and you came in and you found out. So now you know, Jerry. So I hope that you... I know, it's okay, Penny. I don't mind if she asked. I mean, it's one thing to just not... Like she called me a pig and other things, blah, blah, blah. But to say that about my marriage is really the part that upset me. Oh, see, now you're not asking me anything. That question, Jerry, is nothing about me. You asked me a question about me. I answered it. The next one was just about JJJ. That part's the drama we don't do here. I'm sorry. You can finish. He had asked how come I'm a different person, so I explained to him.
Okay.
We're good.
Still boiling. We've got 17 seconds. Boom. There's our timer. We're off. We're gonna turn.
There you go. We're making caramel corn.
We're gonna turn it off.
I love that. I love that freaking so much.
It goes the vanilla. Vanilla goes in, and let's stir that in.
This is like the move fast moments, huh,
yeah,
Joe?
Yeah, kind of. All right.
Can I zoom in for you guys so you guys can make sure you see?
And then the last part is the baking soda. Now watch what happens when we go baking soda. You can put them in here if you want.
I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Jerry, thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Okay,
hold on, everybody.
Baking soda.
Oh. Okay, we're here.
Okay, baking soda goes in.
Watch what it does, you guys.
Once that baking soda goes in.
Go. Just kidding.
It starts foaming up.
You're giving me anxiety.
It starts foaming up.
Look at guys. Is that the coolest?
Foamy. Okay. We're ready to pour it over our popcorn. That's it. Okay. Not much to it. We'll get you over here. They got to...
Want me to help?
Just you're way down there. There we go.
Jerry, you're more than welcome to send me an email. Okay. I don't mind answering, but
stir this one up.
Like, when I pour, there's only a couple of people that I am very upset. Other than that, I pretty much try to express kindness and love to everybody. But when it comes to my daughter, we didn't have a channel, so anything about somebody posting my daughter, I felt like it was kind of off limits.
Okay, watch your fingers.
Hold on, because it'll burn you. Wait, let me can you guys see it, guys, from the...
Yep. I'm just pouring it in.
And what I'm doing is like getting this and flipping it.
Yeah, just flipping.
Flip. When do we get to move it to a cookie sheet?
After we coat it all. Oh. After it's all coated.
You're giving me anxiety.
All right. switch over with me. Take that with you.
And whatever you do,
Take
guys,
that with you.
get help. Hold on a second. If you guys need assistance, get help, because if you do not want to burn your fingers, this is literally candy that would burn on your fingers.
You can do it yourself, but I wouldn't do, we're doing 2 at a time.
Especially if you have little kids. I mean, you don't want to take a chance.
Right, yeah. You don't want your kids around, little kids,
Mm-hmm.
when you're pouring this stuff, because it's hot. It was just boiling and it sticks to. So we're just stirring it up. This way I'm wearing it. We're just gonna.
That's a good question.
Reconnect.
Including egg whites, self-rising flour, and even club soda. Oh my gosh.
You can eat that.
Or you can use baking powder and even a couple of extremely scientific. I would say baking powder.
But it's also good.
Okay, what happens if you don't? A substitute for baking soda in caramel sauce.
Put it in the pan.
Okay, let me read this to them. Oh, I forgot. It's right on my nuts. Okay, listen, Penny. Self-rising flour in popcorn or in caramel sauce. It says why it works. Self-rising flour works as a baking soda substitute because it is already 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder
that goes in the oven at
1/4 teaspoon of salt in every cup. So,
I preheated
what
the oven.
can I use for baking soda?
We're gonna set the timer for 7 minutes.
Yeah, it says baking powder is the best substitute.
I do mine at 7 minutes.
Move out of the way.
I do mine at 7 minutes.
We've got emergency going on here. Penny, can you see it?
No, you just didn't have push play.
Well, the comments said it, so maybe. And then just do
yours keeps
5G.
It does keep freezing though.
I'll do the 5G. Okay, finish the rest of it on 5G instead of doing the hotspot.
Okay.
You guys, we literally have a hotspot versus an actual Wi-Fi tower, so we really.
All right,
I mean, it literally takes 24 hours for us to upload.
What did we freeze up on?
Ask them. Let me see.
Hopefully, you guys caught.
Why don't you repeat when you put it in the oven?
Okay. All I did was I took my sticky caramel corn, which is really good. After we poured it all over it and just got it all over all the kernels, I just put it in a baking dish. Just put it in there about that thick. Doesn't matter. Just kind of loosely in there. Put it in the oven at 250. And that's where every 7 to 10 minutes, we're going to take and just kind of fold it over on itself and just kind of move it around. Just get the bottom stuff on the top. And then just kind of spread it back out. And then put it back in. And then set the timer for another 7 to 10 minutes. And you do that until about 30 minutes to 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven. If you're at 250, I would go 40 minutes. This one goes a little hotter, so I stop at 30 minutes. But usually you check every 10 minutes. Well, this one, I check every 7 minutes. Just because I know it gets, the flame is so, in these RVs, the flame is so close to everything. So it doesn't cook evenly like regular, like a home oven does. These things are good, but they're super sticky. Super sticky.
Yeah, but I think, like me personally, I like mine a little chewy.
Yeah,
so
she likes hers chewy.
Actually stop.
So probably 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in, I'll take some out for her because she likes it a little sticky. She could eat the whole thing out of the bowl right here, and this stuff is super sticky.
Yeah, I just don't like
Go ahead, have at it, baby.
I just I don't like the I don't know, this sounds crazy, but I don't like the crunchy caramel corn, like Cracker Jacks. I don't, or the what did Freakin' say? Like she called it something.
What was that, toffee stuff?
Yeah. Freakin' said that just a minute ago.
What was that? There's you can get it in a box. It's
It's golden. It's golden in color.
Yeah, it's toffee type of stuff.
God, I can't remember the name of it. How did we not know?
Oh, I just had it.
It's called toffee. Toffee and nuts. Penny, what is Freakin' saying? Melissa, sorry.
No, it was.
Aw, thank you, Melissa. That's so sweet of you to say, honey. She said, "Thank you for taking the time to share the recipe." Toffee, crunch and munch.
Crunch and munch.
There it is. Why does that sound funny? Crunch and munch.
That's what it is.
Is it?
Yeah, crunch and munch.
I like it more like I don't
Yeah,
know.
most of the caramel corn is crispy on the outside.
I like to bite into it
She's
and all
just
the
a little.
like, but I like my breads really soft too. Like I like mine undercooked.
Ooh, yeah. So all I do is I just take. Oh, sorry. You okay?
My
you
phone
okay?
was ran.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
It was like that.
It's 3 in the morning, y'all. All I do is do this like a salad. Spread it back out.
See it like this? It's like okay.
It's
now
so
that
creamy.
you make it sound like that, it feels wet. I mean, I didn't notice it was wet. I thought it was just chewy, but I guess a little bit. It needs to be.
It's good though.
The flavor is so good.
It's so good.
I mean,
So simple.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to make. Just make your popcorn. Add those few ingredients all in the same pot. Bring it to a boil, and then just let it boil for 5 minutes after that.
It sounds so easy.
That's it. And then you just pour it over your popcorn and stick it in the oven.
Caramel corn.
That's it, man.
I love
Super easy.
caramel apples.
All right, we're at almost
That's
7
what I
minutes.
That's what I want Joe to make next time. Is caramel, because it's just like brown sugar, corn syrup,
Bring them down.
cream, and butter, and then you get your apples and you like dip it in.
Bring
I want to
them
make
down,
caramel apples so bad.
Bring them down, baby.
Okay.
Bring them down, baby.
Freaking baking powder is the best substitute for a caramel sauce.
Okay. That's all we're doing. Just folding it over.
And that's why it's best to use a cake pan versus a cookie sheet.
Because it's got
high
sides.
Yes, it has high sides.
Yeah, it doesn't. We've used the cookie sheets.
And it slides off.
We're always losing some. So just spread it around, take the bottom to the top, fold it over, and then just spread it back out. And right now it's even like slipperier and wetter than before, like because it's warm. So we're just gonna put it back in there.
Hey, Delene, thanks for coming in, babe.
Reset our timer and check it again. 7 to 10 minutes. So 10 minutes or 7 minutes. Whoops. Timer 7.
I can't.
Timer.
Freaking, I don't do any cinnamon of any kind. I can't
Another
do
7 minutes.
red hot cinnamon powder.
You're on camera, baby.
Oh, okay,
Just to
but
let you know.
you guys, look at my cute onesie. I want to get another onesie, but okay, look at
Another
you guys.
onesie.
Yeah, the one I'm wearing. Look at guys. Look what I ordered
keep
for
putting
my
the towel over the
overnight
microphone.
oats.
Probably hear this.
I got this for my granola. I got that for my granola. And then, hold on.
Uh-oh, you need pop in the freezer.
Joe, I didn't even get my thing for my overnight oats.
Aw.
I must have put it in save it later. Oh, man, I stink.
Hey.
I'm going to get it.
2 pops
Okay,
in the
hold
freezer.
on. This is what I want to get right
It ain't
there.
gonna be that cold, baby.
Aren't they cute for my overnight oats? They're like little mason jars with lids. And I don't know what all that is, but I must have forgot to order it. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Doggone it. Anyways, back to what I was telling you guys. Do they have any feet in them? No, they don't. I have to wear my slippies.
Not me.
No, Joe loves being barefooted, and
I love bare feet.
I don't like my feet to touch the ground.
I like to be outside of your feet.
You guys are never gonna guess why I don't like it, because the dogs walk outside on the pavement and ground, and they come in the house and then they walk on the pavement, and then they walk in the floor on the house. So I always wear slippers because my feet are touching the same floor. I know, that's so stupid. And then I'm like love hugging my dogs and everything. I don't know why. It kind of just like it just weirds me out.
We're doing it in 2 batches because
Okay,
our oven's small.
That's
the only reason we're
freaky.
That's the only reason these are not being done yet.
I'm sorry, freaking. I called her freaking freaky. Okay, look at how it's so good.
Bailey, stop. It's so good.
That's so
It's so good.
That's the difference between using butter and margarine.
Oh yeah,
Like when you bite into it,
margarine. It would be darker.
yep, and they'd be like
And
soggy like this.
Yeah, they'd shrink up because they get wet. You don't want margarine. Do not want margarine. It'll work and it'll taste okay, but they'll be like dense and they'll be like they'll start out really super soggy, but they'll shrink up because they're like wet. It's like getting your popcorn wet with water.
Girl, you don't even want to know. So, oh my God, I want to make that. Oh, okay.
Guaranteed. I've already done it.
I've eaten all my granola, and I only had this much. I only had this much yogurt. So Joe went to the store, and
super loud.
the yogurt was all like only big ones, and we are only going to get one little one. And so I was like, no, it's okay. We don't have to get it. So then he came back, and I was like this all day long. It's so good. Yeah, but I want to make some more that I'm going to make with cranberries and pecans in the next one. But that's what I want to make one with you guys. I put the recipe up because I felt really bad. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think. What if somebody asked for the recipe and I never even posted it? So even though I'm going to make the granola with you guys with cranberries and pecans, I wanted to at least give people the chance if they wanted some, they could have it. And number two is, what was I going to say? Something I read. Let me just read it again, and I'll remember as soon as I see it. Oh, running to the bathroom in the middle of the night with the onesie. It's very, because as it is, after, oh, yes, Darlene, yes. I saw somebody they put some shredded, they put some chocolate in it, like little mini chocolate chips when it came out. And then they put some shredded up pecans in it, and they put almond slivers, which I think you can do anything, doctor it any way you want. You could put peanut butter instead of putting I put honey, but I put too much salt because Yvonne doesn't know. Y'all, I tried to make I don't need to measure. I should have measured my salt because it was too salty. I was like, So then I got some brown sugar, and I was like, and I tossed it around, and it was fine once I tossed it around. But that's not the point. If I would have just measured and put only a half a teaspoon of salt, it would have been just fine. What else was I going to tell you guys? Oh, running to the bathroom. I'm like running down the steps, and I'm like trying to unzip, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I mean, I love it. We keep our air on, but the onesie, it's more of like, especially on rainy days, I love a cozy sleeper. I want another one. I want one in black, but it's like Savage X Venti or something like that. It's called that. Savage. It's the Rihanna, something that Rihanna owns. Well, let me see what Penny has to say. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Shoot, you guys, I'm batshit crazy. I want to make granola bars. I saw the word granola, and that's what made me think of it. I want to make granola bars. And the ones that I had in the past at a hotel we stayed at, they sold them, and not sold them, or maybe they sold them when we were at downstairs in the bistro. They had a place that it was like cellophane wrapped, but they had like pepitos. What are those called? Those green pepinos? Pepitos? They're like green pumpkin seeds or something like that. And they were so good. Like the granola bar was like that wide. It was like $4.50. It was like that wide. Let me just say it wasn't worth it. It was like that wide, like just that wide, and like that long. It was a very short little fat thing. But I was like, I bought one, and that because I needed to have something sweet when we went up with the night, because it was kind of like you check in, and then over here on this counter you can also get something from the little window or whatever. And it was a coffee shop that was also there, and she's like, oh, I can go grab it for you. What did you want? So she gave me a little thing. She gave me the complimentary one the night before. So I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, thank you. I go up to the room, and I'm like, oh, this is so great. Joe, let's get up early in the morning, and let's go down, and I want to get another one before we go. And blah, 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 blah. Let me just tell you, I went down there, and I was like, oh, can I have one of those? Because I'm thinking, well, how much is it going to be, $2 or $3? She's like, it's $4.89. And I'm like, pardon me? She goes, well, it's $4.50 and then the tax. And I go, oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wait. I think my husband has our wallet or my wallet or whatever.
All right.
I was like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make these. I haven't made them since, but I'm gonna make them. I just couldn't fathom spending almost $5 on one bar. I might.
All right. So this is the second time I've done this. On my third time, that'll be almost 30 minutes. And then when you get to your third time, and if you want to
I
check
like
them,
my granola to be crunchy and stick together. Yes.
and when you want to check
Little
it,
bark. I like it little chunks too.
all you do is just take a little bit out like this, and then set it in a plate or whatever, and just let it cool. And if it's crunchy enough for you, then you're done.
See,
but
like
this is only the second time I've done this. So on my third time, it'll be around 30 minutes, and I think that is pretty much good for us.
See the clusters?
But like I said, my
clusters.
oven runs hot.
I like them in little clusters, Darlene. I like them to be like when I'm eating my granola and my yogurt.
But these, just let them cool, and then you can check and see if they're
everything
crunchy enough.
Everything right now is going to be soft. If I touch it, it's going to be soft. It's not going to be ready. But if I wait the 5 minutes, then I'll know exactly. And we found that out through trial and error. I was like, nope, it's still soft. It's still soft. Right. Then we left it on the counter, and Joe took a bite and goes, "This is done. Let's take it out." Yeah. But we had tried it. We took a bite of it right after he
took it out.
Took it out, and we go, "No, it's still soft. It must go back in. It must go back in." But in order to properly test it, let it sit. And if you can just want to wait the full time, then you wait the full time, and it'll be nice and crunchy.
But yeah, I would say on your third checking, that'd be 10, 20, 30 minutes. Take it out, set some off, put it back in, and then let this cool out here, just this little chunk, and then see if it's your right crunchiness.
And the thing is that while you break it up, I'll clean up. The reason you break it up, you guys, is so you can toss it around and mix it up.
Yeah, you got to break it up. You have to break it up and then toss it around.
Otherwise, you're just cooking it one straight time for 30 minutes. But you have to break it up, toss it, let it cook some more, get it on the back, get on the sides. That's why you move it around. Okay. So back to what I was saying. It tastes good. I like it that right now.
It's not as sticky.
Nope.
But it's not crunchy yet either. Not quite crunchy. It's a little crunchy. But like I said,
oh my gosh!
Next time I check,
I've seen those in movies when they have the buttons in the back. When they have buttons in the back of their diaper, buttons in the back of their thing. I usually read my dad. Coffee shops are crazy expensive. They are. They took one time. Joe and I, babe, grab me the phone so I can talk to the people.
You want this phone?
Yeah, we were at the hotel and I wanted an ice cream so bad. I mean, I wanted it so bad, but we didn't want it. You had to get the valet guy. You had to get the valet person. After eating and cooking, I let my dog pots. I love doing that for my little girls. I usually do it with my spoon because I'm going to go put it in the sink anyways. So I usually am if I'm eating on overnight oats or something, I go, "Come here, mama," because no one loves me. What was I going to say, you guys? I was just going to say something. Hey, Dizzy, welcome in. Welcome in. We just made caramel corn, and it was I can't even tell you how to do it. I was just going to give you the rundown because I usually do that when somebody comes in. Tell the girls, they probably know how to do it. I didn't even pay attention, but this is what it looks like before it goes into the oven. This is before it goes into the oven, everybody. Right now it's really sticky. Look, I can't even pick it up. It's sticky. Right here, it's sticky to touch. He's got to bake it for 30 minutes. 10-minute intervals of bake time. So he's going to do that. But anyways, what was I telling you guys? Oh my gosh. Oh, the granola bars. We were okay, you had to come down, get the concierge or whatever, and you say, hey, when we were traveling, we used to travel for about 2 or 3 years. And I was like, hey, babe, I want ice cream or whatever. Let's go around and find some place. Okay. Well, can we get the car? We go down to the bell guy. Yep, let me grab your car. They go get the car. They bring it over. And then we go look. And we were like, oh, my gosh, I don't want to have to do that. So then Joe's like, what do you want to do? And I said, no, just whatever is fine. So then he said, okay, let's just go downstairs and get whatever's there. We'll get that. So we get the whatever. let me just say we paid, I think, $12 for the mini, caramel, for the mini, I don't even know if it was Haagen-Dazs. It was like a Ben and Jerry's. How much time do we have left, Joe?
We have 3 minutes left to do our last check.
3 minutes, and it'll be done a total of 30 minutes.
Roughly,
Here,
yeah.
you put it up there.
All right.
And what are you going to do? Somebody just came in. If you had to give a fast rundown on the caramel sauce, how would you describe it?
Just to go over the ingredients.
Yes, in a pan.
Make popcorn, set it aside, and then you put in a pan, like a saucepan. You put 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of salt. Use half a cup of pancake syrup, the stuff that's made out of corn syrup, or you can use corn syrup, but this gives it a nice flavor.
I love doing that with my little girl.
That's what all I ever use now is like the fake maple syrup and some baking soda at the end, some vanilla and baking soda at the very end. Just cook it in a pot, and then put all your ingredients in there except for your vanilla and your baking soda. Bring it to a boil. Let it boil for 5 minutes without touching it, and then you add your last 2 ingredients. Stir it up, and then pour over your popcorn, and then bake in the oven at 250. And check it every 10 minutes for the next 30 minutes. Basically, that's it. In a nutshell. That's a big nutshell. So let's see. You got about 30. Check again, and we should be good. And I am going to get.
You good? Barely.
Probably.
Oh, did you tell him what corn syrup is?
The Red Bull. Yeah, I did.
Oh, who knew that?
Bowl out of there. We're gonna get a fresh bowl so we can put our fresh caramel corn in it. And can't hear you guys. They can't hear us again.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, did you, the microphone?
Oh, the microphone. Yeah, to me.
All this time mine wasn't even on.
Yeah, well, this is it.
No, I just turned it on.
You did not.
Yeah. Can you guys hear us?
Hopefully you can hear me now. Put it down here. Is that better? Got a new bowl.
Oh,
Yeah,
from the
36
minute you were
seconds.
talking,
Oh, okay. 36 seconds.
Joe.
Yeah.
All of the ingredients you did, they put in here.
They couldn't hear that? Okay. We'll go over the ingredients one more time. All right. Make your popcorn. Regular popcorn. Just don't put nothing on it. Just pop it. Set it aside. And at the beginning, I show you how much to use for how much we're making here. And then you set that aside. And then you, in a saucepan, you put 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 whole stick of butter, not margarine. And then you put half a cup of your pancake syrup, not real maple syrup, but just pancake syrup, the stuff that's made out of corn syrup. You put a half a cup of that in it, and then you put a half a teaspoon of salt, and you put all those ingredients and you melt them down and bring it to a boil, and then let it boil on its own for 5 minutes after it comes to a boil, and don't do anything to it. And then just let it sit. When the timer goes off, you just take and put your half a teaspoon of baking soda in it with half a teaspoon, or a whole teaspoon of vanilla. Just put them in there, stir it up. It gets all puffy and gets all foamy. And then you just pour it over your popcorn, stir your popcorn up, and then you just bake it. Okay? Just bake it at 250, and you check it every 10 minutes for the next 30 minutes or so. So this is my 3rd time checking. So it's been 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, basically. So we're going to check it for the last time here for us.
Go lay down, baby. No.
Because this one's a little hotter. If you can get your oven to go at 250, you know it's at around 250. I would go 40 minutes.
She won't move.
Oh.
I'm trying to shut the door. She's sticking her head out.
So I'm just gonna toss this around for the last time. So whatever's super hot on the bottom is now on the top, so it doesn't sit there and keep cooking. So it seems really wet and slippery because it's hot.
No.
So what I'm going to do
Sit down, Mama.
is take and dump it in our bowl,
Nova. Hey, baby.
which is right over here.
Baby, no, sit down. Baby.
And then it'll stick together, and you're going to have to break it apart.
Baby.
And then
Baby.
just let it cool, and then you'll
Good
break it
girl.
apart, and you can enjoy it. Nice and crispy. So we're gonna.
It does take
do about
30
our
minutes,
second-
guys, to make it caramel.
And we're gonna
corn.
take our second batch
We
and put it in our pan over here.
Oh, sorry.
you're fine.
Joe's all serious. It's 3 in the morning. He's serious.
It's sticky as heck. Comes out in one big old clump.
Oh my God! I almost dumped this on the floor. Look at the whole bowl sideways. Oh, you're almost.
You just did it. The dog.
The dog. Don't give your dogs
don't give
popcorn,
popcorn.
guys,
You're not
because
supposed to
the
have popcorn.
kernels are not good for your dogs.
All right. So I'm just gonna break this up a little bit. Super sticky when you just pour it and just let it sit. So there's some more popcorn on the floor. You're no more.
You're all good.
No more.
You
No
guys,
more.
that is dangerous, you guys.
Don't do it.
Nope, that is very dangerous.
All right, I'm gonna stick this back in. This is the second batch.
Our dogs can't process the little
Set my alarm
kernels
for
that are right
7
there.
minutes for me, because this is, like I said, our oven gets hot. 7 minutes, and then I'll check it again.
So if you ever give your dogs popcorn, let me show you guys this. If you ever give your dogs popcorn, you have to break off this part and this part so that it's just this little center part, because the dogs can't process the kernel part, the little skin on it. They can't. The dogs have a hard time processing the skin.
And we're just gonna take and break this up. It's in chunks and stuff. Just gonna separate it. It's still hot. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna use a spoon.
Okay. I'm just gonna break it up.
Go for it.
Just break it up into. You're gonna have chunks all over. And they're gonna stick together, but it's still hot. Once it cools off, it'll be perfect. You can tell that it's got a nice hard shell going on.
Should I try it to know what it tastes like?
Oops, I dropped them.
What's wrong? The microphone?
Yeah.
Oh no! You guys hear?
I hope they can hear.
I think they can.
There we go. 3 in the morning, y'all. Dropping microphones,
Losing sound.
losing sound, doing
But
silly
and that's
things.
another thing, you guys, is that you're gonna have buttery hands when
Yeah.
you eat it.
Yeah.
Don't be wearing nice clothes because you did just put a stick of butter.
Right. When you're making it, it gets
Hey,
it's pretty
pallets,
buttery.
welcome in, honey.
Take a look.
I don't want to play with it in front of them. That feels weird. All right, let me just do a spoon so you guys don't have to see me and Joe play with it.
Put
You
our
break
finger
it up
all
because
over
it comes off hot. It comes out hot.
And
You just break it up like that. I mean, unless you want a whole big ball, and we do like some balls because we will hold it like say it comes out big chunks. I mean,
yeah.
and then
The
you're
more the
watching a
better.
movie and you don't want to have to put your hand back in. So we kind of eat it like that. You know what I mean? Like if they're like stuck together like that and it's all one piece. I mean, you're just enjoying your movie. You know what I mean? You're just kind of popping it in.
That's good. Hear that?
That means it's crunchy.
Got a little crunchiness to it.
A little crunchy.
So that's it.
That's it, party people.
That's it. If my oven was at 250, I'd be leaving it in there for this last 10 minutes, and then we'd be good. But ours is a little hot, so
We have
took it
to
out in 30
accommodate.
minutes, and it comes out perfect.
We have to accommodate having not a good one. We have
Yep.
a RV
And then put
life.
it in a baggie.
Yes, do
and
not leave it undone
Don't leave it out.
because it does get stale. Hey, Sav. Hola, mi amor.
It picks up humidity really easy.
We made caramel corn just in the middle of the night. Caramel corn.
Yeah.
Here's the caramel corn. Joe made the caramel sauce. It is brown sugar, corn syrup,
Yep.
and vanilla. You bring
And
to a boil.
salt.
And salt. You bring to a boil. Then after it's bubbling and boiling, you add.
Baking soda and vanilla.
That's it. Okay. Then it gets foamy and you'll know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get it and you.
Yeah, you just have to rewatch. You have to rewatch.
I can't stand it when people say that.
No.
I know,
It's a
just kidding.
process.
There's some steps that are very important to follow. But let's do a tink so we can get up out of here. Y'all been here for an hour. Thank you for
You
coming
thought it was
in.
going to be super short.
I did. I thought it was going to be a short little live. Melt the sauce and put it on it. But remember, Penny, you're probably sleeping. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. Remember, Penny, baking powder is a replacement for baking soda if you can't have baking soda.
And all-purpose flour, you said, or self-rising?
Yeah, that's if you're going to use it like that. But for this caramel sauce, you use baking powder.
Really?
Yep, I looked it up.
I didn't know that.
All right, let's tink.
All right, let's tink it.
Joe loves a whole handful.
Tink.
Ready?
Tink.
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 Ooh, look at that. And that's what you're doing is getting the spoon and mixing it so that way all of it is golden.
And it's crispy. It's crispy yet tender.
Ooh. Reese's caramel corn. I will look it up. We're going to make Reese's peanut butter cups. I want to next week. Hey, Grateful.
You can hear how crispy that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 30 minutes. It's probably
30-minute cook time.
Yeah, ours is about 300, but you take a real big chance.
We gotta do it. You already did it?
We tinked everything.
Tink.
We'll tink again.
Tink, tink, tink.
Look at that.
Tink.
Tink.
Shut up!
Good.
It just it crunches when you put it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. It disintegrates. You just crunch it.
I wonder if I can put this. Oh, how about I put this microphone in here?
Nice and crispy. There you go. That's it.
That's me mixing it up together, you guys. Isn't that cool?
No, I tell you, you know what? It's better than the store-bought because some store-bought can get kind of bitter. It just depends if they cook it. They cook it too dark or whatever, bad batch or whatever. But you make it yourself.
Bad batch? Is there really a bad batch when you're making it?
I've had where you go to like one of those like a stand, and they're making caramel corn, and sometimes it is a little bit on the bitter side. So and it's brown. This is gold. Gold.
It's liquid gold. He's a mess, you guys. I love you guys. Make them caramel corn. Enjoy your Sunday. It's a nice fall day. Your kids will love you.
I gotta wait for this other stuff to go. No.
Yep. Joe will.
Getting late.
Joe will late. I'm going to bed. It's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
After you eat some more of that, probably.
I'll probably take this to the bed. Look, a big one.
It's gold. I tell you, gold.
You guys, I swear he's done that before. He has done that when he brings in the popcorn. He's like, I got gold. I tell you, gold.
It's so good. Yep. There's my
Let me
timer.
get the basket.
That's me. That's for me.
This is movie theater popcorn. We don't want to take the whole bowl, or we'll probably eat it. So we go and enjoy a movie like that. All right, guys, we're out of here. I love you. If you guys could do me a favor and hit the like on your way in or out. Thank you so much. Our Cash App is up above. Our PayPal is attached in the back. And if you guys are subbed, make sure your notifications are on. If you haven't subbed up, please try to hit the sub notifications and what else is there?
Likes.
Like it, notifications, and subs.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, thanks, guys. I'm glad. I know it was a late one for everybody, and Joe was trying to surprise me. He's like, hey, feel like caramel corn? I'm like, we were going to do it as a live. He goes, so let's do it as a live. I'm like, okay, we're doing it as a live.
No,
I love you. If you guys are able to bless us with the Cash App or PayPal, awesome. God, I almost choked right in front of you guys. If you guys could just like it, I'd appreciate that. I'll do one more with you, Delene.
We'll tink.
Oh, cinco deal.
Gold.
Gold, I say. Tink for all the ones coming in.
Tink. And then.
Oh, tink.
Mm,
Be blessed, guys. Enjoy your Saturday, Sunday.
so
I
good.
think we're supposed to be making egg drop either Sunday or Monday. Egg drop soup. Okay.
Another.
I know. That's all we ever do is go, Our soup series just began. Soup. Soup day, you day.
Oh my god. You can't stop eating this stuff, man.
That's the problem
That's
with
the
this
problem.
popcorn. This caramel corn, you cannot stop eating it. And then you're like,
so good.
It's so good. That's the worst part about it is you're probably don't make it when you're by yourself or you will end up eating it all.
You will.
Make sure you have kids around or a spouse around because the spouse will usually end up eating most of it.
You're slapping your patties.
Just you guys enjoy it. Make sure you have a napkin with you because your hands are going to be greasy.
A little bit.
Don't touch your clothes. Don't touch any nice blankets.
It's
Like
not that bad.
we have a really nice throw. Joseph. I love you guys. Be blessed, y'all. Oh, sorry, my bad.
See ya. Just watching me.
And she's watching us.
Just going, I want caramel corn too. But you just had some and you weren't supposed to. Because you're naughty. Naughty. Naughty.
They're a treat from the
Nutty.
thing. The homemade ones I made. I made these today, you guys.
Oh, which one? From in
Freezer.
here?
Freezer.
Are they in here? They're done?
Yep. I made these today for the girls.
Ooh.
Still Mother, I
Yeah.
love you. I made these for the girls. See the little paw prints?
You're going to have to give one to Nova too.
Jeez. It's pumpkin. I think one table is a very small batch. 1 tablespoon of pumpkin, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and 1 banana. Overly ripe banana. I smeared it into the little spots. I made about 12 of them in the little doggy, in the little molds.
Okay.
Aren't they cute? I know. I had a banana that I was like, I must have been saving because I was going to make banana bread. And then I was like, I've got this pumpkin and I got some peanut butter. Let me make the doggy real quick thing. All right, guys. I love you all. Love you, everybody.
Hope you enjoy.
Hope you
making that
guys
caramel
enjoy
corn.
it. Yeah.
Super simple to make. Just follow that and it'll turn out like perfect.
You
And
throw
don't
it
even
to
have
the
to
baby?
think about it. Yeah, she got
Oh,
it.
okay, good.
Don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
I made other treats the other day, still in leather. That was oats. I basically got oatmeal, like the big ones, the rolled oats, and I blended it in my Ninja, and I made oat flour. And then I put 1 egg. I put a banana. I put some peanut butter, and I put a squeeze of honey and some eggs, and I baked those. So I just kind of try to do different stuff for the girls. I love you guys. Have a beautiful Sunday. You too, Melissa. Bye, guys.